If the idea of wandering around a nondescript irradiated wasteland with little to no chance of survival sounds like a good time to you, then Down to One might just be the game you've been searching for. This game features all sorts of advanced features, including high-quality textures, had this game been released 15 years ago, maps that you can see through walls, walking very slowly from one underpopulated settlement to another, and a melee combat system that's just absolutely brutal. Seriously, feel the force behind these blows. Gunplay is similarly forceful, with each pull of the trigger feeling as though you've just popped off a couple shots from a toy cap gun. Interactivity in the environment is a major selling point of the game, as you can pick up various items and fling them around with no effect, and for no reason. I was pleasantly surprised, however, that interactive items in the environment did function realistically, as it only took 3 direct hits from an AK machine gun to set this gasoline on fire. The game does realistically depict near-death conditions by causing your vision to blur and your hands to shake worse than a Muppet trying to suppress heroin withdrawal symptoms. The shadow system is so advanced that you even see shadows for your weapons in mid-air. The care that went into the animation system for this game is never more noticeable than when climbing ladders, whereby you simply ascend as though you're in the middle of a step aerobics class. Descending is just as well modeled. Lag is also non-existent, except when it's not, which is almost always, which causes players to go into some sort of weird PT-style dance of convulsions. At this point, I'd like to tell a story that perfectly depicts the way this game treats the player. At the start of one match, I decided to go exploring. Seeing a series of lights in the distance, I set off to discover what wondrous riches might be hidden away from other combatants. As I approached a worn-down hut, I began to ascend a ladder to better survey my surroundings when I was, apparently, killed by a 10-mile-per-hour wind gust. Flies quickly descended upon my body, content to begin feasting on my still, warm corpse. The good news is that I was able to get back into a match without any difficulty after my untimely death. Or not. Seriously, every time you die, you have to restart the entire game, or else you're forced to look at this screen forever. I will admit, there is some guilty pleasure to be had, as wandering around the environment not knowing when another player might jump out and try to kill you is somewhat fun. Still, games like H1Z1 and DayZ have provided this kind of experience with much better execution than this thing. Considering the game once sold for $15 as an early access title, and is now upon release available for 58 cents, it really shows you how confident the developer is in the quality of this game. I'd say not to buy it, but it did provide more enjoyment than the last Beyoncé single I purchased from iTunes for 99 cents, so it's not totally worthless. It is kind of funny, however, that the title of the game is Down to One, which is exactly how the price changed when shifting from early access to formal release. Interesting. Being the nice guy that I am, I award this game 0 supernatural fence destructions out of 5.